YouTube, Zam, it's your boys up back with another bang in this video. We got Devin Haney training for Ryan Garcia rematch. And if Devin doesn't get the Ryan Garcia fight, then who is he going to fight next? Let's get it. First of all, Devin Haney training for Ryan. It's obvious he's training for Ryan. Every time we see a new clip of Devin Haney get leaked, we see him trying to keep that right hand up. We see him probing, working on punching while moving. Um, Literally working on blocking left hooks. So I mean, it's kind of obvious who his next opponent will be, and it's most likely going to be Ryan. And if I was him, that would be my next opponent as well, because the fact of the matter is, he got cheated, bro. At the end of the day, no matter what you say, he got cheated. So a rematch is inevitable. It's going to happen. The only question is, when is it going to happen? Because we know Ryan gets unbanned in April. That's a year suspension. I think it should have been longer. He should have paid a longer fine for cheating. But if he was suspended longer, Devin would have had to get more fights in without Ryan. But we know that Devin is going to be fighting Ryan. It's going to happen. I'm almost 100% sure that fight is going to happen. Ryan has been throwing mixed messages on Twitter and media, saying he's not going to rematch Devin, saying Devin's scared to rematch him. So it's a lot of shit that's going on in the media, but I don't really care about what Ryan be talking about, because Ryan is a perpetual liar. Like if you listen to Ryan long enough, he's gonna lie to you. You know, and people was talking about Devin Haney losing a lot of weight, and they were saying, yeah, he depressed, he this and that. I think when a lot of people get depressed, they gain weight. I think if Haney was to get depressed, he would gain a whole bunch of weight, because people was just calling him fat. Now that he's slimming down, they saying he losing weight, and that's a bad thing. I think that he's actually walking around at fight weight now. I think Devin Haney is walking around as close to fight weight as he possibly could, because historically, the fighters who walked around at fight weight were better pound for pound fighters. Let's just think of Sugar Ray Leonard. He walked around at his fight weight. Floyd Mayweather always walked around at his fight weight. Terrence Bud Crawford walks around at his fight weight. So we know all these fighters walking around at their fight weight usually are better pound for pound fighters. So I think what Devin Haney is doing, which is a lost art in boxing, this is a lost art in boxing. Only a few people do it, and they're usually the best fighters. They walk around at their fight weight, so when they get into fight camp, they have a more efficient training camp. Because the way fight camp usually works, you spend half the camp getting in shape, and then you spend half the camp working out and perfecting your technique. But if you walk into camp on fight weight, if you walk into camp in shape, then most of your camp can be dedicated to you training skills, practicing your technique, practicing your game plan. And that's how I think Devin Haney's approach is going into this fight. He's not going to try to be a weight bully. He's going to try to be a better boxer than Ryan. And the reason he messed up was trying to go power for power with Ryan. We knew that never was going to work. We knew that he was never going to beat Ryan in terms of power. He stayed on the line for way too long. He didn't defend his line. He didn't anticipate punches coming. It was obvious what punches were going to come. The right hand couldn't really hurt him. It's obvious what punch was going to hurt Devin. And I would have overly prepared for that punch, but apparently he thought he prepared enough, but he underprepared, and that led to him getting beat. But like I'm saying, walking around that fight weight is like a big advantage in boxing. People don't talk about this enough. It's like a hidden gem in terms of being in shape. Because if you spend half your fight camp training, then you got to spend the rest cutting off weight. That means your shit wasn't as efficient as it could have been. Because if you stay in shape year round, which if you as an athlete, you should stay in shape year round. If you stay in shape year round, and then once you get into your fight camp, you have more time to practice your skills, to work on blocking left hooks, to make sure your lungs good, to make sure you got good condition, shit like that. But maybe Devin learned from that fight that being a weight bully don't really matter when you're going against guys as big as you, because he was never able to crack guys a lot smaller than him, except Regis Prograde. But guys on the same level as him, he got to be a better boxer. He can't just try to use his weight as an advantage, his size as an advantage. Man, if Devin don't get the Ryan fight, because Ryan is sending mixed signals and shit, but last time Ryan sent mixed signals, the fight did happen. But let's just say if the fight doesn't happen, who is Devin going to fight next? And we could pretty much we can cut some people off. You know, we can just cut some people off. We know that Tio is busy. You know, process of elimination. Tio is busy. We know Tank is busy, and we know Shakur is busy. Teofimo fighting Sabril Matias. They supposed to be in negotiations. Tank Davis is still on with Lamont Roach, and Tank Davis is the liar. Tank Davis always saying some shit that turns out to be untrue. Tank Davis is the liar, and we know Shakur is busy with Floyd Schofield. So his the only three fights that would make sense if Ryan don't fight him would be Rayo, would be Puello, or it would be Richardson Hitchens. And the reason it would make sense because they all champions at 140, and Devin Haney got to get a belt back if he want to become undisputed. He could go the WBC route and get his belt back from Puello, but I think he might go another route and try to fight Rayo or Rich to get their belts. But it's many different ways Devin could go about trying to take over 140, and Tio talking about moving up and all this crazy shit. So we never know. And if Tio get upset by Matias, that makes Devin Haney's road to undisputed that much easier. Cause Tio never wanted to fight Devin in the first place. You know, if Matias beats Tio, Devin Haney's road to undisputed becomes that much easier. But let me know what y'all think, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Till next time.